Every modification I've made is inspired by my desire not to run over any of the locals. So it has, for example, Buddha looking down, a lucky elephant, the lucky owl, which is very important. It has better mirrors, better lights, and it's wearing a high visibility jacket.
Yes, that's a you. What is the boiler in the back?
Are you brewing beer?
But no, sadly, it's the water tank for the brake cooling system.
What, like racing lorries have?
Exactly like that. It sprays, I've got a little switch in the cab, it sprays water on the drums, makes them more efficient downhill.
I didn't think of that. What's the box?
Air conditioning.
What's that got to do with safety?
Keeps me alert.
Does it?
Yes.
And keeps him alert as well?
Because he'll want to break it.
Yes.
Jeremy then showed us his work.
Why would you not have a convertible lorry?
This is raining.
Look at it!
It's quite good, actually.
It's very good. Shelby striping.
Yeah.
Sports badging on the side. Living accommodation at the back. This is fashioned from lead and rhodium.
Is it?
Yes, for extra weight to improve my ride. Come back. Simple, crisp accommodation inside, Shelby bedding, and ebony wood floor for more weight. Come on.
It looks brilliant.
As it must be said, did Hammond's.
Hammond, you've got white walls.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The ugly duckling has become a swan.
Wow!
Yeah. Check out the stacks.
Please don't tell me they're exhausts.
Yep. Both sides.
What actually they are?
Yep, there's a T-junction.
Now, hang on, you've made it even taller.
Oh, yeah. It's bigger, isn't it? It's better. It's better. But, come round about. This, honestly,
You did a little skip then. He must be
did a
very
skip.
excited.
I am very, very... What I have here, this is the bathroom area.
Yeah.
Shower.
It's got a shower.
Where's the water come from? Ha ha!
Haha, yourself. There is, up the top, a reservoir. About so big. On my viewing gallery. Gazing
Hammond, it's a
platform.
bucket.
It's a
bucket.
It's a remote reservoir. And that is, right now, collecting beautiful, crisp, clean, fresh, invigorating rainwater. This is the kitchen area, with lino to reflect that.
What's that?
Over there is a wardrobe. There is a hammock with mosquito net built in. Drinks globe on the right.
And Hammond wasn't finished.
From up here, on a sunny evening, I could sit here as the sun goes down, gaze at the stars and enjoy a drink from my drinks globe.
Do you take visitors?
Yeah.
I think he's going to have to, because something's just occurred to me.
What?
You haven't got any living accommodation.
That's a very good point. What have you forgotten it, you idiot?
No, I haven't.
Well, you have.
Are you sleeping in the cab? Because it's not going to be comfortable.
Let's see.
Oh, my God.
Before we set off, I gave the chaps some presents.
Join Jeremy.
Loving your shirt.
Loving your boob tube.
It's a crop top. It's what it is. And this is...
That's for Anglo-Indian relations. That's the British flag.
Yeah, and
That is the Indian flag. The whole car is Ganesh themed.
Ganesh being this elephant god.
Yes, Ganesh. They have an expression. They say, we're doing a Ganesh, meaning making sure something starts auspiciously. And I've got more elephant themes inside. Look.
Have you gone mental?
No. Oh, I'll just light my joss stick. Get a smell of this.
Yeah, now you see, that's weed.
No, it's not. It's joss.
Well, I have to say, no, credit where credit's due. You don't deserve any. But wait till you see what I've done to the Jag. First of all, the Flock Effect Racing Stripe.
Yeah, like that.
OK,
like that.
but this is my genius. At some point on this trip, Hammond's Bombay doors are going to break, we know that. We're going to be stuck in the middle of nowhere, and he is going to beg me for use of this. And what I've done in there...
Yeah, what
No, there's like an ice bucket. You fill it out with chemicals. This is the best thing I've ever seen fitted to a car in. Everybody who comes here gets the trots.
Yeah, no,
What?
no, it's very good. The thinking is terrific.
I've also tuned my badge to match the temperatures I'm experiencing in the car.
Arga. It's an Arga.
Yeah, I take the J, the U and the R out, and now we're left with an Arga, which is what it is.
At that moment...
What have you been doing?
Craftsmanship takes time. Indian flag. Union Jack, Indian flag, you see? So it's a symbol of British craftsmanship and ingenuity.
Yep.
Brought together, it's all there.
I'm pretty certain that's not an Indian flag.
It is, because there's a green stripe, a white stripe, and then there's a reddy-orange stripe. I didn't do the reddy-orange because... Yeah, well, there
I
you
think
go.
that's an Indian one, and the stripes
Green,
go
white.
horizontal.
Yes, but you'd recognise a Union Jack if it was
Horizontal.
that way. But you're looking at it from this side then. But
What is
Hold
that?
on a minute.
circle with a twiddly bit in it.
No,
You've
it's
got
got
one
like
there, look.
It's a grapefruit thing in the middle. It's a
Well, it's
segmented...
more, it's a sort
Would
of
you agree that what he's done is that flag?
Yes, near enough.
Would you like to know what country that is the flag of? Of all the countries, you in particular could have selected, what you've done, Richard Hammond, is paint on your Mini the flag of Mexico.
God, I have, don't I?
You have.
Maybe you should put a piece of lemon in the fuel filler neck, see if it makes it go a bit better.
Well, there are 3 shapes there, so presumably Jeremy's car made it. But let's start by seeing what changes James has made.
It looks exactly the same.
Is this putty?
No, it's bathroom sealant.
Look at the door. It's an old cabinet.
I've run out of money.
OK, so the interior was a home-based bodge job, but my secret weapon was the gleaming condition of my engine bay.
How did you clean it?
With a man.
He's just spent his money on a man. You think that the Porsche judge man coming down is just going to be interested in concourse, aren't you?
Yeah.
I'd forgotten it was a Porsche judgment.
Yes.
He'll be down at the old Pringle, probably.
I've been thinking ahead here.
Right.
You haven't done that.
In fact, Hammond had given his 924 sporting credentials it didn't deserve.
Look at that!
I did those, well, with a bit of help from an art college friend. You see, they're the Gulf racing colours.
I've just seen the gear knob.
Yes, that's quite a nice addition. I like that.
Yeah.
Can I just explain? I spent my money in the pursuit of performance. So it's been lowered, it's on new springs, new suspension, it's on lower profile tyres. It's a track car.
James!
Well, it's not.
no.
I found it
Have
and
you
I...
put a turbo on it?
Not actually, no.
Is this the turbo?
No, that's
that
no,
the
no,
turbo?
Is
that's
that the
not.
turbo?
No,
Is this the
none of those
turbo?
are the turbo.
Well done.
Good job you fitted the air intake.
Right, let's see what Jeremy has achieved with no money.
Blackboard paint.
Jeremy, you plot. You're supposed to put the underseal on the bottom of the car.
You know those old Capri, the black bonnets?
That's what I was going for.
I thought I'd copy it.
Right.
Only I went over a bit, so I just kept going.
Whereas this looks much better, obviously.
How many cylinders has it got these days?
6 3/4.
I'm less worried having seen yours. Gentlemen, behold the future of exploring. I've given this some thought.
Be a mouse cage.
No. Look.
Wow.
Let me talk you through it. I'm just going to climb into the sitting area at the back. But it's not just a sitting area. Note the footwell for the feet, you see?
Oh, where the spare wheel was?
Yeah. It's the
Where's
spare-
that now?
Oh, it's gone. There's a bin in here. But you can't fail to notice the kitchen. Mm-hmm. Burners, gas, taps, running water, cold and cold.
Do these work?
Yes.
So you've got
they
a
do.
gas bottle in here?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Under storage there, cupboard full of useful things for me. Along here, everything I need for cooking, eating. It's all. That's.
And where do you sleep?
There. There's the bed. You see? Look, let me get out. So
Leopard skin sheets.
we are in Africa. Come and have a look. See? You can go in by the side entrance if you wish.
Question.
Yes.
Our gift.
Well, there wasn't room for it. Nah, actually, that is now my upstairs sitting room.
Is it?
Yes.
Well, let's move on to have a look at May's car, shall we?
You will see a gentleman explorer's quarters. It's got a globe, it's got a telescope, it's got maps, it's got music.
It's a library, James.
Yeah. Look at the range of
Things
books.
you don't need when you're looking for the source of the Nile. Number 1, library.
Well, if you look carefully, you'll see that some of the books are about exploring, plus there's a selection of English poets to read in bed.
Do any of the books contain the exact location of the true source of the Nile? In which case, it's a rather wasted exercise anyway.
No, but it's
So
inspiration.
there's a
Hammond.
library in the front.
Yes.
And I'm guessing in the back some kind of dungeon.
Whoa!
That's not a dungeon, is it?
It's living quarters combined with a workshop.
I'm genuinely astonished.
Would you like me to run through what's in there?
Not really. May I just sneak in? Do you mind?
Yes.
That doesn't look terribly comfortable.
It's been good enough for the army for several hundred years.
And this will just make you itch.
It's an itchy blanket. It's designed
So
to
you have-
remind you how lucky you are.
So you can cook food for us. You can mend mechanical things that go wrong.
Keep us
All right,
going.
what have you done?
What have I done?
Yes.
You might want to come and have a look. Should warn you, there are two electronic things on this car. The throttle, which is broken, and the electronic boot release, which is broken. So I've fitted a manual replacement, and there you are. What I've done is I filled it with Egyptian cotton and duck down.
Is that a coffin?
Yeah, who knew a
Oh, it
coffin
is.
was dual purpose? But it is. It could be used for bodies, or I've used it as a chest of drawers. Washing things, clean clothes, dirty clothes and shoes.
Can I just say, it's all very nice, but you haven't sort of considered your colleagues' needs.
Well, there are two features on this car that you might be interested in. In the front, gentlemen, we find here, instead of a passenger seat,
Oh, so you have thought of sustenance.
Oh,
A
that's
fridge
good.
full of
That's
beer.
good.
and it runs off the cigarette lighter in the car.
That's a tradable commodity you've got there.
It is. But something even more useful than beer, no, actually, no, nearly as useful as beer is what I've fitted over here. A shower, and if we peel back the curtain,
Oh, it's a complete bathroom in there.
oh yeah. So, we lower this window.
Well, it lowers it automatically. It's not
No,
going.
hang on. Yes, it does, but
It's not going.
there are three electrical components on this car, as it turns out.
I get it, though. The window goes down and that lowers the bog seat. Is that right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
That's quite
quite good.
theatrical. That's very
Yes,
clear. It doesn't
that's
work,
good. Yes,
but it's
I know.
very...
Well, the battery's somehow gone flat. I suspect the fridge is drawing quite a lot of power. Can I have a jump?
No.
Now, I spent £1,000 on Mysterio. Meant I had £500 left over to turn it into a motor racing version.
Get on with it. Let's see this thing.
Look at this!
Whoa, hang on. Oh, now I'm struggling because I want to laugh, but that actually looks pretty good.
See, here's my thing, OK? I thought a nice paint job
Yeah.
would be one thing.
Is that
And the
going to
other-
make it go any faster?
No, but I had that one covered.
That is a turbocharger from Pentia Ricola's Group A rally car.
Is it?
230 brake horsepower. Was 150.
So you'll almost certainly manage one lap of wherever we're going, and then it'll explode.
Well, it was broken.
Next, it was James's turn.
That's British racing green, isn't it? That's what he's going to tell us.
You ran out of pay.
Well, I did. Now, I had 400 quid left. I spent £370 mending the engine, £10 on a tin of Hammerite that wasn't quite big enough.
So, what had Hammond done to his BMW?
I spent 1,250 quid on the car, which left me £250 to race prepare it, ready for today's event. And here it is. Here it is. Oh, and it's a feast your eyes on this.
What was a fridge freezer on the front of it for
No, that's a chin spoiler. I've gone for...
What's that?
That's a side exhaust.
They're not connected to the engine, are they? In any
Technically,
way?
no. Well, they're connected to the same car that the engine is in.
So, as usual, you spent all your money on stuff that makes no difference to the way the car goes, apart from possibly making it a bit heavier.
All of this aside, where is the racetrack?
Yeah, but
What's
no,
this in crates?
OK, we don't know at this point what kind of motor racing we're going to be doing.
I'm just praying it is a nice, proper racetrack. The whole point of going through the desert is we're trying to stay out of sight, not be spotted. Well, what I have here is a Bedouin tent. A small portion of the car has to poke out from the tent because I need to see out, and let's be honest, I need to be able to open the bonnet at some point, probably. So I've disguised that by putting glue on it and covering it in sand from the very desert against which I'm trying to camouflage it. Anybody looks, it's just a Bedouin tent.
What I've done here is create a car of many colours. I am Joseph. Now, I know that in the Bible he was kicked half to death by his brothers and then thrown in a well, but he did end up in the West End as Jason Donovan. Mechanically, what I've done to cross this vast desert is fitted an axle of evil. This is now a dually six-wheeled Mazda MX-5. Some of the other little features you may have spotted, the hubble pipe attached to a bracket which hangs from the bullet holes. That's rather brilliant. Got a spoiler on the back as well for added traction. There's no sand in the world will stop this. Oh, no.
I've taken my inspiration from the Africa Corps, the tools, the sand channels and what have you, and the Luftwaffe for the desert paint scheme. It might seem a bit irrelevant, I know, but it is actually very biblical because this is the light of the world, or will be when it gets dark. And those jerry cans, they hold enough provisions for 40 days and nights in the desert. Vorwärts schnell!
A few days and several pots of paint later, we were ready, and I was the first to arrive.
Morning all. Here's what I've done. Classic British police livery, classic stripes, the inverted plant pot blue light, as you'd expect, and a mission statement for the modern age, catching crims and locking them up in your community. Oh, good God, the Carabinieri have arrived.
Feast upon my magnificence.
Hang on, stand aside. What's that?
Boadicea conquered the entire Roman army using something very similar to this, so I should be able to easily conquer 4 hoodies in a stolen Datsun.
What happens if you just pull up next to the pavement and there are some women and children walking along?
They'll have their legs cut off. In jail, no one can hear you scream. Scary. Boadicea wheel attachments. Scary. You presumably have nothing.
Wrong. These 4 nozzles
Yeah.
are paint guns.
Yeah.
So you drive in front of the crims who are trying to get away. These fire a great cloud of pink paint all over the windscreen and they have to stop because they can't see. All you're going to do with this is generate headlines. Police chop more people's feet off.
All you're going to do with this is respray the front of people's cars.
James then demonstrated his siren, which he'd got from an ice cream van.
They're going to be really impressed with that on an American police video.
No, they stop for an ice cream and then they're nicked.
May I?
Mine was much more high-tech.
Oh, wait, no, that's the cow.
Things were not going well. And then they got worse.
Oh, God in heaven.
The pet cop boys are here.
Yeah.
No, wait, the police.
Yeah, well, the police are coming. The police? The police are here. No, you saw me coming, didn't you, straight away? One of the biggest problems the police face, trying to get somebody out of the way with blues and twos on. I've got a lot of blues and twos. They will see me coming.
Well, we've got to ask, OK?
Yeah.
You noticed that?
Yeah. This is...
It's genius. It's a stinger. OK, you get the word over your radio that you might need to stop a baddie. Rather than pulling out and blocking with your car, which is frankly dangerous, you just stop very quickly and then...
It was unmistakably a doormat with some nails in it. So we moved on.
Well, here it is, my sports limo. Proof that style does not have to be slow. It is genius. This time, once and for all, I am going to win. I shall be victorious. Oh my God.
It's a giant panda.
That
Never before bred in captivity.
that is a big panda.
It is. Because this is an economical limo. 1 litre engine, 40 to the gallon. Do you mind?
It's my sports limo, mate.
The first thing I saw, obviously, was the spoiler.
It's proportional to the car.
You need downforce gear then in this?
No, but it's part of the image, and image is everything.
Can I also say you've no roof?
I have.
That's it!
Well, it was complicated.
That's it!
There is a gap. There are tolerances here. You can only work to so much.
Then May turned up and boy were we in for a shock.
Hang on. Now that I didn't expect. I'm confused.
Well, can I just explain? It's all about choice, okay? At the front, it's a sensible Swedish Saab 9000, and at the front, it's a sporty and stylish Italian Alfa Romeo.
What kind of paint thinner were you sniffing when you thought of this?
That theme, style, sensibleness, Sweden, Italy, I've continued that on the inside, because at this end, it is a sauna.
Does it work?
No. And at the other end, are you ready? It is the Sistine Chapel.
Can you drive it both ways?
Yes.
Really?
That's the
Cars?
brilliant thing about it, because what is the problem with a limousine?
What?
Manoeuvrability.
No, I'm fine on
He
that.
may have an issue.
No,
with
you
this.
haven't, you see.
It's very thin.
I was the first to arrive in my toy boater Hilux, which, as planned, still looked and worked like a car, except for the welded up doors and the outboard, obviously.
Morning. Now, as you can see, I lost the battle to have two engines on the back for three very good reasons. One, weight. This is 600 pounds, and that's the same as having a whole American sitting on the tailgate. Two, space. There really isn't room to get two side by side. And three, cost. 13,000 quid this costs.
Richard was next to turn up.
I thought he had a Lotus! What in the name of all that's holy is that? You said it was sleek!
Ah!
Has he gone? Oh, his doors... I love
What is
that!
it? It's my narrowboat.
So has it got all the...
It's all in there, yeah.
It's got cooker and everything?
Yeah, I can cook my tea. This is my prow, so it cuts through. I'll be honest with you, I've added a bit of weight, but it
How much weight?
couple of tons. But it looks
Couple of...
tons.
If you look at my car from the front,
It's a car.
unaltered,
Is it going to be fast?
40 knots.
That's really fast.
Really fast.
Yeah, no, you will look quite good. To the
Throttle,
point where,
obviously.
Where you're killed.
Look, look. How have you kept the water out of the vehicle?
Keep the doors, weld the doors up.
You've welded the doors.
Yeah. Well, welded the doors.
Now, you see, Richard,
What?
well, if you... I've done quite a lot of that. That's foam to give it buoyancy.
No, I haven't done that.
So you think that left to its own devices, a Volkswagen camper
Well, it's
van
like a big-
will float?
It's like a narrowboat in shape. A narrowboat is just a big box, isn't it?
Goodbye.
We were then interrupted by the arrival of Dame Ellen May.
Hi, James May! What has he done? He's a rubbish...
Avast, landlubbers.
What's that?
It's a sailing boat.
It's not, James. It's not a sailing boat. It's a Triumph Herald with a twig sticking out
Yeah,
of it.
it's
Is this
Perfectly.
teak? No.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's plywood with biro marks on it.
You can mock it all you like, it's gonna work.
Right, the one thing you need in a sailing boat, I know this, is a keel.
Yes.
Where's your keel?
Where's your keel?
If I put a keel on, you'd have to cut grooves in all the roads of Britain so that I could drive.
So you
along.
have no keel?
I have no keel.
He's going to put up his sail, the first breath of wind, and he'll just go...
It's the most
But this
important
wasn't
thing.
James's most immediate
It is,
problem.
But I just drove under a tree.
Oh, God, have you broken it?
Yeah. I've got to go back up there and find the bit that fell off.
The next day, we left La Paz well prepared for the trials that lay ahead.
So, I've lifted the Land Cruiser, obviously, very simply. Gives me room for the bigger, wider tyres I need for the desert sand. Roll cage for safety, obviously. And then to get rid of some of the weight, I've lost the doors because they were steel and very heavy, and the roof and anything else I didn't need.
What I've done to prepare for the desert is team a rather fetching hooded cardigan with some old combat trousers, and some big wheels on my car. Wow, James has been busy. Whoa, yes. You've modified that, mate.
As you can see, what I've done with my car is mended it.
Richard had tried to make his lorry look more American by fitting a bonnet, which was actually a dog kennel. James had gone for a gay and friendly Indian look, and I hadn't.
Damn it.
So, time for the next challenge.
What matters to lorry drivers? Murdering prostitutes?
And fuel economy.
Fuel economy.
Breakfast.
Okay, you must now demonstrate your lorry driving skills by power sliding your trucks around, I presume it means that skid pad.
What's the point? You can't power slide lorries anyway.
Technically, you can't power slide anything.
Well, to prove that it's possible, you will now watch a demonstration by our tame racing driver. Some say that his favourite all-time tune is Forever Autumn by Justin Hayward, and that he has the world's largest collection of pornographical material. All we know is he's not the Stig, but he is the Stig's lorry-driving cousin. Look, he's got a lorry driver's son.
Oh,
subset.
sunburn. I see, yes, yes.
He's nearly as big as American Stig.
Big Stig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.